To convert your machine from having an internal battery to an external battery, you need to start by removing the battery that's inside your machine. You can do this by removing the bolt that's across the top of the battery brace. You can do this with a Phillips head screwdriver and a spanner, or a pair of pliers. Remove the lock nut, and then remove the washer, and then you can completely remove the bolt. Please make sure the master switch is turned off under your machine, and then begin uncovering the battery terminals. Remove the connections to each battery terminal with a Phillips head screwdriver and a spanner or a pair of pliers. Make sure you remove the bolt and the nut and the various washers that go with it. Once you have both connections removed, you can then completely remove the battery from inside your machine. Next, we recommend you cover each of the battery terminal connection rings with electrical tape. To keep your battery brace spaced evenly apart, you should install the bolt back through the orange spacer, which should have been provided to you as part of your upgrade kit. Install the washer and lock nut and tighten it up. Next, use a cable tie to secure the two wire connections that you've just removed from the battery. These should be secured to the orange spacer. You can then trim the remainder of the cable tie. You can now start to prepare your external battery. In your conversion kit, you should have received a cable, sleeves, and a spare fuse. You will need to use the bolts that you removed from inside the machine when removing the battery. Start by sliding the sleeves onto each of the wires where the connections are. The red sleeve should go onto the red wires, being positive, and the black sleeve should go onto the black wires, which is negative. Slide them up a little bit further so that you have access to the ring terminals, and then install each ring terminal onto the battery. Please note, your battery may vary slightly to the one shown in this video. It's important that you reconnect the cables in the same way that they were connected inside your machine, using the same bolts, nuts, and washers, or whichever connection method was used previously. Once you've tightened the connection in place, slide the sleeve up over the connection for safety. Now that the cable is installed onto the battery, you can insert the battery into the battery bag which came with the kit. Pull the battery cable through the ring hole on the side of the battery bag, and insert the spare fuse into the back of the battery bag for safekeeping, just in case you ever need it. To power your machine now, you need to plug the male battery cable into the charger jack on the side of the machine and turn your master switch to position 2. Previously, you used position 1.